Hey everyone, welcome to Midday Plays Live. I'm your host Mindy with Tiffany Mantz, and we are here to give you the best sports picks, parlays, predictions, player props that you can find around on the interwebs. But yeah, we are here live every Monday through Friday, so we hope you enjoy your weekend here at 1 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, we had a pretty decent night there yesterday. We got the same game parlay. Oh, no, not the same game parlay. I think that was Travis Etienne only had 16 rush attempts rather than, or no, he only had 12 rather than 16.
Yeah, and that's what I've been super busy this morning. I was going to look that up because I was kind of curious to see the times on possession times, because I don't remember who said it on the chat yesterday, but they were talking about how the stupid Saints, it's like they have the ball a lot, but they just can't from the red zone. So I was going to look it up, but I just didn't have time today. So
yeah, no problem. But we did get the one with the Jags and Rice and James Madison. So we are glad that we could go ahead and bring you some winners. Make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, click on the bell to get the latest notifications. You never want to miss when we go live every day. Just in case you're busy at work, then it will give you a little notification saying, hey, they are live right now. So you can
for that time to fly by.
Right. So I want to say hello to the chat. We see you guys out there. I like it because it gives a little eyeball and it tells me how many of you are there. So go ahead and come into the chat. Let us know how you did last night. Hey, Butterscotch is here. He said, hey, how are you guys doing? I'm ready for some coffee. Latifa, she has not slept yet. She's saying good evening. But yeah, we are ready to go. That's for sure. I need some coffee. I tried to get, Nina up early to go get coffee with me, but she was still sleeping in. So now we just got to go do it after the show. I think it kind of ruined it for everyone.
Oh, look at this. I got my handy assistant. We were looking at time of possession on that game. And yeah, so, and I think that was the reason is like the Jacksonville only had, 23 and a half versus like 36.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, the Saints had the ball a lot is the moral of my story. So another possession or two, he would have had that.
Yes, exactly. I thought they were actually, when they jumped out to that, lead at halftime, I thought they might go to just a lot more run, there in the second half, but didn't quite work out that way. But Darren is here. You got to let us know how you did on your hockey plays. I saw that you put them in the comments. So hopefully people reached out and got those, and want to say hello to Thomas Lewis as well. Good morning. Make sure like and smash. That is for sure. But yeah, so today, not a whole lot of action. I mean, there's some hockey today, just one game in NCAA college football. And then, of course, we got the two big games here, the rivalries going on in Major League Baseball. So quite the outing yesterday for the Phillies and the Diamondbacks. They got the money there right at the end. Otherwise, Houston jumped out to that 3-0 lead and just really kind of never looked back there, that's for sure. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here tonight. But I think we're going to go ahead and move over to Tiffany, where she has some NFL plays for us already. We're ready to go. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm ready for the weekend. I just been busy this morning.
You said your weekend was going to consist of birthday party, Halloween party, watching 7 hours of commercial-free football.
That's pretty much my weekend, yes. But yeah, I got some meetings out this afternoon for work, and then I think Savannah might have a sleepover, so we'll see. We'll see. But Fridays are my busy day, so I always have lots of meetings, and so I picked some games out last night, but I haven't had a whole lot of time to like write up any real brilliant comments like I like to do. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but we use really 3 different formulas. We have the super secret 2 old ladies that bet formula that we use.
Right.
Super secret 2 old ladies that bet. We also, Mindy does some work for some other companies. And so we also look at the BTN, which is by the numbers. And then we also look at some EPA modeling. So that's the expected points for these games. All 3 of these agree with these picks. So it's kind of the reason why we went.
Nice. Yeah.
One of the ways that we, make our picks or why we do these things. It's not just because, we like certain colors better. And so these are the 4 games that I picked out for NFL this weekend. The Bills.
Right. Give us the money.
The Bills, -8 was my first one. They are not going to be, well, maybe they still will be jet lagged, but that was my excuse last time when I picked them and they didn't cover. But our formula shows them winning by 16 over the Patriots. That Patriots team is obviously struggling. The Bills, again, I feel like last week was really a kind of a crazy NFL weekend. But we know the Bills can finish, and I don't think the Bills are going to struggle here. My next one is I like the Lions at +3 over the Ravens. Our formula actually shows them winning outright. So I'd take that +3 just for a little cushion. The Ravens have been struggling. We know this. They've been trying to lose. That's what I keep saying.
Everybody knows well at that.
Lamar Jackson is dead to me. The other one I like, the Rams on the money line over the Steelers. We show them winning that by about 4.5 points. So I think the Rams are going to hang out with Steelers. And then the last one, I like them Seahawks over the Cardinals. They're at -8. We have them winning by 12 on our model. So I think that, again, the Cardinals have been struggling. The Seahawks, I feel like they don't get enough credit. They're a pretty darn good team. If I
put Geno, right?
Yeah, I just picked up Geno. And I'm probably still not going to play him over Mahomes this weekend.
Yeah, probably not.
We'll see.
Waiting for those bye weeks, just the right amount of time.
And then if I put those into Caesars, I got a 33% profit boost. It's at 961. The booster gets that up there a little bit. So I think that's why I already placed that bet, because I liked it.
You're like, I'm settled. Like, I don't have to do anything else. I'm ready to go for Sunday, lounging on the couch in the PJs all day.
That's not true, because I'll go in and I'll bet them all straight up too. But I like to put the numbers in there, see where it comes out, for the show. And like this one, I was like, oh, that's pretty good. So I'm like, I'll just bet it today.
There you go. Perfect. Well, you never know when the lines are going to change, right? And we like them the way they are. So sometimes it is a benefit to get in there and get it early before all the public folks jump on it here on Saturday.
And I like to use my booster. So I had a booster there. So I was like, let's do it.
Right.
So recap: Bills -8, Lions +3, Rams on the money line, and Seahawks -8 is what I'm taking.
Awesome. And then I saw that you had a 3-pack at Tony's Picks in Major League Baseball. Anything else on the horizon? Or are you just moving into college football there tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to college football, because I love betting college football too, because I'll bet all 30 games.
There we go. But Latifah said, yes, love Detroit +3. Love the Seahawks -7.5. Atlanta +2.5, and the Chargers +5.5 over our Chiefs. Look out.
Yeah.
Come on, Latifah.
Yeah, I'm not betting that one. That's probably the one game I will stay away from this weekend.
Well, it's the one where we look at it, right? So our modeling has the Chiefs winning by, like, say, 3.5. But then if we look at, the EPA numbers, BTN, that sort of thing, it has the Chargers. So whenever we have, tools that put us in other directions, we usually just go ahead and stay off of those. Or it's one of those that, hey, everything says Chiefs on the money line, so maybe I'll just take a money line bet and put it in there with another big money line bet that I like. Latifah also likes the Giants. Oh wait, and Miami. That's another one.
I was gonna say, I also was kind of looking at Miami too. They've been doing great this year.
Yeah. So what is it? Why is it that right now Miami is the underdog in this one? I think it's kind of crazy. What is it? Why does Vegas have that? I don't see that there's any position players that can keep up with that Miami team. Swift has been playing okay. AJ Brown a little bit. I think Hurts has been struggling some. Kind of like Mahomes, been struggling just a little bit, not looking quite right. I don't know. Is it Miami on the road in colder weather? What could it be? I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe it's Eagles revenge game, or they got to salvage themselves game. You know what I mean? But I think it's weird too. They're both 5-1. I think Miami's a better team all around. So we'll see.
Right. Yeah, Scott is saying, yeah, I'm definitely staying away from that. I want to say hi to Fernando. I haven't seen Fernando in a while. He's going to cash for sure. But yeah, he usually has some good soccer plays, baseball plays. So I'd like to hear from Fernando there as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to baseball. I guess that's kind of what we got going on here a little bit today. I'm going to take a look at just this Phillies Diamondbacks game here, game 4. This is one that it looks like a Nerfy might look good. I'm not going to put this in my parlay, but it is one of those that the Nerfy has cashed in the last 3 night games. I was just kind of, when I was looking through, I don't like to put all my eggs in one basket where I have this parlay that I go over 7 innings, which is what our modeling is for, right? Or 9 innings. Our modeling is for 9. So why do I want to shorten that all the way down? But some people really like those. So I would say a Nerfy looks good here in this one. It looks like a little bit of a bullpen game today. You got Joe Mantiply in there today. It looks like he has like a 9 ERA, but that's just based off of a couple innings where the Phillies guys beat him up a little bit. Other than that, he looks pretty good with where he's been all over the place, right? So for me, it's kind of what, Scotch is saying, well, hey, if we're looking at a bullpen game, maybe I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit on a Schwarber home run there or something. I'm kind of looking at the other side, right, with Christopher Sanchez. I think he's kind of more of the unknown rather than a good bullpen, from the Arizona Diamondbacks here. So I am going to go ahead, though, and I'm going to take the Diamondbacks. I'll take them plus 2.5 runs. I like them on just 1.5 here as well. But they have covered that run line in their last 8 home games, I want to say. And then if I look at some players to get some hits, I'm going to go with Ketel Marte. He just hits lefties really, really well. He's batting .361 against them and a .629 slugging percentage. Also like Gabriel Moreno, he also hits lefties really well. That's kind of what I'm looking at is these matchups, righties, lefties. A .349 batting average against the lefty Sanchez and the .496 slugging. Moreno also has a really, really low walk ratio. And that's another thing. So that means I don't have to worry about him, walking to get on base.
Yes.
He can to get on there. So there you go. And then I'm going to go ahead and go to Bryce Harper there on the other side, on Latifa's team, right? Bryce Harper, I'm going to go ahead and take him to get a hit. He has actually gotten a run in 8 of the last 9 games. He is the guy that always seems to be on base a little bit. Whether it be, I don't want him to get a walk, but today it's one of those that I'm looking for a hit and I'm looking for him to score another run here again today. So I want to say hi to
just like you.
What? What about me?
I said Mindy, when she played ball, she was always when you could count on to get on base.
That is true. I hit 5th, which was like the second leadoff, right? So I did actually hold the career walks record at the University of Nebraska, Omaha, for like 25 years. And then someone finally beat me out, only because now they play like 80 games compared to us playing like, 60 games. So, of course.
And I also like to brag that what was your betting? You betted like 800 at a national tournament too. Like that's
true.
Funny.
It was like 759 in Emporia, Kansas in 1996.
Yeah.
You get like 750.
But that's like, who does that? Mindy.
And we lost to California, PA. But it was a good one. We had played him before. Oh no, that's one that we lost to Kennesaw State in Georgia, but we had played like a 14-inning game versus Cal PA. And so we had one pitcher that pitched the whole tournament, and I think she was a little bit worn down having to come out of the losers bracket into that national championship game. And again, it's not like how they do it now where you get some days off.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff. They don't do that. We had to play like back-to-back games.
Back, yes.
Yeah.
It was a different time, that's for sure.
It was. But Fernando leans a little bit under here in this one today, too. Oh yeah, Mark McGuire. I did actually get to meet Mark McGuire as well. He was here at the Firefighters Union Hall his very freshman year with the Oakland A's. I got to meet him. He was a skinny, young, thin guy back in the day. So I'll have to. I know I showed it to Ron, my McGuire autograph, but I was always really proud of that until he got banned. Not really necessarily banned, but
He just got the asterisk.
The asterisks, yeah. Even though I don't care, like I really don't. I don't care if all the guys went out there and juiced. Like I really don't. It's you still have to see and hit the ball. Really a lot of times muscle actually doesn't make you hit better because you lose flexibility and other things that are out there. But yeah, it's pretty fun.
Golfers aren't all ripped. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot about coordination.
But that's the thing is like, I wouldn't do the steroids only because I want to live a long time, and it sometimes causes early death.
Yeah, there's a lot of like those wrestlers and stuff that don't usually live past their 50s,
Yeah, so that's one of those things. But again, I don't care if everyone uses steroids. I know. Like, I don't think it would really make.
We're like live and let live, but
anything else. That's my personal opinion on the whole steroids thing. And then, so that would be my 4 plays there today. I think I have a 30% odds booster at FanDuel here today. So that's one of those that you could go ahead and put there. Again, I put my bet already in there. I'm ready to go on this 4 leg same game parlay tonight I think they play the late game today. Yes, they do. They play the 7:00 p.m. our time game. But yeah, I have a guaranteed best bets tonight, so you can go ahead and check that one out. Our guaranteed best bets are only $15. Like Tiffany said, she has a 3-pack of plays. Those range from $25 to whatever the capper wants to sell their package for. Of course, you can always find me and Tiffany on a 3-day package there. So you can, for only $99, you can get all of my plays for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or you can get all of Tiffany's plays for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can also use the promo code TonyT at checkout.
Or you could get both. Just saying.
That is true. We do have the 2-for-1 capper extravaganza, where basically you would pay for one capper at full price and then the other capper at half price. But I don't know who gets to be half price in this situation.
Well, or you could just buy me some dinner with your extra half, whatever.
No, we still get paid the same, just on their end.
Okay.
Right? That's kind of how that is. Another game that is out there tonight. I'm not going to put any money on it, but I'll give you my, best guess at it, I guess you would say. Or it's a hypothesis based off of the numbers. It's SMU over Temple. It has SMU minus 23.5. I have Temple with a 5.9% chance of winning this game outright. But yeah, I have SMU winning by 25.87. So I do have them out there covering the spread. But again, it's one of these that, I don't know. Tiffany, I think, sometimes plays the bigger spreads. I usually try to maybe stay away from those unless it's Michigan. I can almost take Michigan by anything, right? At this point,
50.
I know what it seems. But yes. Thanks, Ferner, for hanging out with us today. Thanks, Latifa, Butterscotch, Thomas Lewis, Fernando, Ibach Excel, which is awesome. I love that name. But thank you guys so much for joining in. Again, you can come back and find us on Monday. We'll be here Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, where, again, we go over some of the plays on the card. And, hey, we might even have hockey by next week. That's going to be super fun.
I hope so.
I know, because we've done it's so hard to go for 2 weeks till you get data before you make plays, because I know it's one of those with Vegas. It's early in the year. This is when it's prime for cappers to take advantage of Vegas's numbers. Yeah, and we're out there not
caught up yet. Yeah,
right. So it's hard to be I don't know. It's kind of hard to be itching to put plays in, but you also have to be disciplined. And I know that you guys do know that out there. But Darren, he says, yes, I'm also on SMU. Took him a little bit of buy down there, minus 14, and then under 57 in his very own same game parlay.
I like it.
Yeah. And it's one of those too, like a lot of times when you have those big spreads like that, you are looking at an under, right? If you kind of take a look at where this has to be in order for you to cover, you're like, well, Temple has a 5% chance of winning this. SMU is favored by 23. I mean, that's one of those that it puts you at like, I don't know what, maybe a 35-7 or something in there, right? In order for each of those things to occur. And a lot of times, more often than not, those numbers hit to the under.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, Tiffany, have fun in your meetings. I'm going to pick up your daughter. We're going to head to Starbucks. I promised her that here today. Too bad she slept in, or we could have already had the caffeine and got on our way. But
I know I needed some caffeine today.
I know I was supposed to pick her up and then bring it back for you. And so you were actually the one that probably missed out the most.
Yeah. So thanks. So I got to leave.
All right, you guys. Have a good weekend. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Come back and see us again. Oh, I have to put this up here. Go Chiefs. That's right. Go Chiefs. We'll see you guys later. Have a good day.